I'm going to do it. I have made up my mind. These are the first few words of the best, the longest text in the entire history of the known universe. This has to have over 35,000 words that beat the current world record set by that person who made that flaming chicken handbooky thingy. I might just be saying random things the whole time I type in this, so you might get confused a lot. I just discovered something terrible. Autocorrect is on. No, this has to be crazy. So I will have to break all the English language rules and the basic knowledge of the average human being. I am not an average human being, however I am special. No, not that kind of special winking face. Why do people send that wink face? It always gives me nightmares. It can make a completely normal sentence creepy. Imagine you are going to a friend's house, so you text this. See you soon, slightly smiling face. Seems normal, right? But what is you add the word semi to that colon? Is that right? Or is it the other way around? What is you add a lorry to that briquettes? Semi-truck to that colon? Anyway, back to the point. See you soon winking face. That is just so creepy. Is that really your friend? Or is it a creepy stalker watching your every move? Or even worse, is it your friend who is a creepy stalker? Maybe you thought it was your friend, but it was actually your friend. Let me explain. You are happily in McDonald's, getting fat while eating yummy food, and some random dude walks up and blots out the sun. He looks like a regular here. You can't see anything else than him, so you can't try to avoid eye contact. He finishes eating his cheeseburger, more like horseburger. I learned that word from The Merchant of Venice, which is a good play, if you can understand it. I can, 'cause I got a special book with all the words in readable English written on the side of the page, which is kind of funny because Shakespeare was supposed to be a good poet, but no one can understand him, and he's racist in Act 2 Scene 1 of the play too, and sits down beside you. Like you are old pals. You've never met him before, but he looks like he could be in some weird cult. He clears his throat and asks you a very personal question. Can I have some French fries? I don't know why they're called French fries when I've never seen a French person eat fries. All they eat it is stuff like baguettes and crepes and rats named Ratty2EE, which is a really fun game on the PlayStation 2. And you think, bubbly cloud thinking bubble. Ha 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 ha. Hey he he ha. Hey hey hey. Hee hee. Sigh. I remember that I was just about to eat one of my fries when I noticed something mushy and moist and, insert gross color like green or brown, on the end of one of my fries. Now I can give it to this nerd. Yes, he is a nerd because all he does all day is watch the extended editions of The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings and Star Wars and eat fat cakes. What the heck is a fat cake? I think it might be like a Twinkie or something. And Twinkies, wow, so it doesn't really matter which is which because he eats both. I may have just done that so I didn't have to Google what a fat cake is. Right now I am typing on my iPhone 3GS anyway, which has a broken antenna so I can't get internet anyway. It's actually a really funny story that I'll tell you sometime. And sit in his man cave with his friend named Joe, an actual friend, not a friend, and all Joe does is watch sports like football with Bob, and all Bob does is gamble ferociously. Don't ask, it means he buys all those bags of chips that say, win a free monkey or something. If you find a banana in your bag, if there is a little star it means there is fine print, so I always check the back of the package. Flips over the package. Okay. It says, one of our workers accidentally threw a banana in the packing machine and we don't want to get sued, so we did this promotion thing. Cool. Oh wow, this is salt and vinegar. My favorite. I hate cheese and onion. And that's pretty much his life. He lives in Jamaica with Naruto and his friends. So you give him that gross fry and he throws up all over you and me and the worker behind the counter who was still making an onion. And that is the story of the friend, not a friend who somehow remembered your name and your phone number, email so he could text you saying he would come to your house soon. finally takes a breath after typing a few hundred words about fry ends. So what now? I know. You think I ramble too much and use too many brackets. I don't, but now I am going to talk about my amazing day. First, I woke up, ate Choco Pops for breakfast, even though I always hate it when people say that 'cause I get jealous and super hungry. Then yay. That was my day. You know that other person I mentioned before? That flaming chicken person? Well, I will steal something from that person but do it better. I will, drumroll please. Bada 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 boom chshshshshshshshshbada bad boom boom poa poa pitchy 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 pow pow crash. A drumroll was just playing in the background. That drumroll was so long I forget what I was talking about. Scrolls up to see what he was writing about. Oh yay. I will make my own flaming chicken handbook. What things do I like? Instead of flaming it could be rainbow. Instead of chicken it could be fluffy sheep, and instead of handbook it could be handbook. Not very creative, I know, but the total complete name is now to Rainbow Fluffy Sheep Handbook. To make life easier for you guys, instead of taking random rules out of book willy-nilly, I will take them out using my favorite numbers. So, Section 5040 of the Rainbow Fluffy Sheep Handbook states that the king of all oddly colored farm animals, that's me, is allowed to tell you any part out of this book randomly, or if it is his one of his favorite numbers. 5040 is a great number because it is divisible by 60 integers, which I don't know. I'm tired. It is 10:41 and I am getting sleepy. Hey. An intruder. Remember that from Pokepal's Rulers of Time and Darkness or something like that. With Piplup and Sunflora and Chimchar. Wow, Piplup is really hard to write on a tiny QWERTY keyboard. Try it. I realized that ASDF is actually written in order on the QWERTY keyboard. Just in case you didn't know. ASDF is an amazing short video clips cartoony thing on YouTube I first learned about on Flipnote Hatena, which is now shut down. Frowning face. What if one day they get rid of the QWERTY keyboard completely? I will type it out for you just in case one day they get rid of it. QWERTY UIOPASDFGHJKLZXCVBNM. There you go. Goodbye. I'm back. I decided that I should tell you about fonts. I always used the same font for my whole life, called Arial. The reason is probably because it is on the top of the list in alphabetical order, and I was too lazy to scroll all the way down. Only a few months ago did I finally decide to change my mind. I scrolled for what seemed to be an eternity, and I finally got to, are you ready, Arial Black? Yep, that was my big scrolling adventure. Just yesterday, I was typing something on Google Docs and I found the new best font, Roboto. It's great. I could choose from 5 different thicknesses. Isn't that amazing? Right now we are driving behind a really slow, farm plastics collection, semi. I think I know someone obsessed with Pokemon, but I can't tell you who it is. He keeps making Pokepals references and stuff. Wow, you are a very loyal reader. If you have really made it this far, then you get a gold star on your loyalty chart. Good job. This is looking to be the longest text ever, considering that this was all written in one day. I don't understand sandwiches. If you were to eat bread, mayo and tomatoes separately, it would be disgusting. You know all those fancy magazines, restaurants that always have really fancy food pictures with meat and Brussels sprouts, and all the old people say, wow, that looks great. And you think, bubble thing, it looks like the worst thing anyone could ever eat, and you eat it and it tastes surprisingly worse than you imagine. Gotta go, I am back. I've got stuff to say. You're probably thinking, how does he have so much free time? And the answer is, I don't. That's right. This isn't just some side project. I've gotta make time to do this if wanna get the world record. For all I know, The flaming chicken opponent, who I will refer to from now on as Sam, I don't know why, is probably still adding to her posts. I think I picked Sam because it sounds like ham, which is like cooked meat, and so is flaming chicken. So you will remember that now. I am officially going to make a quote from the Rainbow Fluffy Sheep Handbook of Knowledge and Prestige. Sounds catchy, huh? Section 777 of the Rainbow Fluffy Sheep Handbook states,